This is Kugan Cassius for IFL TV in association with MGM Marbella. We're at the Matchroom Elite Boxing Gym here in Brentwood in Essex. With me, I've got Olympic gold medalist, Anthony Joshua. Alright?
Yeah, Coog. It's had a good session. Good couple rounds sparring and stuff. I'm tired right now.
Oh, so are you doing me a favour right now by doing this interview?
I'm doing everyone who watches a favour.
Oh, you are. First of all, let's talk about the gym.
Yeah, I'm glad that they've got it up and running. I don't think the gym's one thing, which is a bonus, but you know, I like the fact that you got good people that come in, pop in, and influential people as well in business, and can give me some good advice. And it's good to be around these type of people.
When you come to a new gym, like when you went to Gator for the first time, and how long does it take you to adjust and adapt to the surroundings, or does it take you any time at all, or doesn't it matter?
Honestly, I think it's the people who make the gym, not really the surroundings or the location. I honestly think it's the people that make the gym. So like coming in there, you got Mitchell, Ryder, Wardy, you got Burns, you got Tony down there, so on and so forth. I honestly believe like it's the people that bring the atmosphere to the location.
But it is a great setup. It's not quite finished in here, but I'm sure when it is, it'll look wonderful in here.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's got what we need, because and it's intense because there's nowhere to hide. You've got the ring dead in the middle. You get locals that come down and watch the sparring and stuff, sit on the side, and it kind of reflects on what it's like to be in a fight. You've got people who you don't know that are there watching you, that are going to tell all their family that they've seen you sparring and stuff, so you want to do well. You've got to keep your mind on your game, not to try and impress people outside. You've got your changing rooms, showers, everything you need really, and it's not too far from where I live as well.
I know James spoke to you after the press conference at Trinity House the other day.
Sorry about that, because I had to shoot for training again, didn't I?
It's all right.
So I had to shoot off, so it was a brief chat, but yeah, we had a quick chat.
Yeah. Obviously, it's a bit weird for you because you're coming to talk about a fight that you're having on the October 11th, but you've got a fight on
September 13th.
September 13th, first of all, so it's hard to start going on about that fight before you've obviously had your fight on the 13th.
100%. This is good experience though, and this is like some amateurs that are coming up will experience this as well, so hopefully I can give them some advice. But yeah, it's all an experience to go through things like this, and it just shows, to be honest, how confident certain people around me are.
Konstantin Erich and Denis Baktov back to back within not that long a time. You're talking within 4 weeks of each other, so keep banging on about step ups and tests. We don't need to do that, but these are good opponents for you.
Right, definitely. It's interesting. You really got to take your time as well, because that's what boxing is about. It's a long career, and you're only as good as your last fight. So I want to keep on making sure that I'm ready, I'm progressing, and I'm doing it in good fashion. And the main thing, I just got to keep on winning. So these are good step ups, and if I can beat these guys, it don't mean that I'm fighting for the belt in my next fight. It means that I'm one step closer to achieving a long-term goal.
Is one of your goals to win the British title?
100%. Like when I first started amateur boxing, one of my goals was to become ABA champion. And I'm not saying British is ABAs, but it was that important. So I think I look at it in a line, stepping stones, ABAs, British, European, world as an amateur, championships, European belts as a professional, Olympics is the world championships. So I kind of look at it that way. So I'm getting towards my ABA title again as a British champion.
But speaking to Eddie the other day, he kind of gave me the impression that he knows obviously the honour or the prestige of winning the British title, but in 2 fights' time, if you are to come through successful and there's other opportunities arise, you can't dismiss that surely either, can you?
Okay, yeah, you're right actually. And that's why these are my dreams, but in reality, your dreams can't always come true. So, as you said, if an opportunity that will better me in the long run come up, I might have to reconsider my plans. But if not, I'd love to just try and keep on steering towards that British title, man. Summertime, outdoor little stadium, Vicarage Road, that would be class.
The other day, I put a tweet out
Yeah.
about
Was you getting your promoter's hat on?
promoter's hat on. Don't know, I might get that from whoever.
Yeah.
But I did put out there that I would like to see Joshua and Harrison. And I'll be honest with you, the response I got was about 65% negative.
Oh, wow.
As in, no.
Okay.
And probably about, say 70% negative and 30% people going, actually, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
My idea behind seeing that is
Yeah.
that the different stages of the career that Audley is, I mean, Audley's currently retired. He hasn't formally
fought in a long time,
announced a formal comeback. Obviously, we know he's in the Big Brother house. Where you are in your career, and the fact that you're both British Olympic gold medalist heavyweights, that's where the angle I was coming from about it. The questions that were asked against it were, what does it really do for your career, as in to progress you as a fighter? What are your thoughts about that fight?
For me, I think, as you said, there's massive potential selling the fight. Battle of two heavyweights who achieve great things as amateurs. You know, I don't think that hasn't been done before either. So there's massive potential for bringing a fight together and building a great story. At the end of the day, regardless, Audley is a fighter, you know, and the man can punch, and I can as well. So we'll definitely put on a good show. But whether it's good or not for my career is another story. I feel that it's just the fact that when he fought Price, when he fought Wilder, these are the major losses that he's come off. And I'm sure it was like 1 round and 2 rounds. So, and when he fought Hay, I'm not saying I'm on that level, but I'm just trying to work my way to that level. So it's like, what have I really got to gain off of fighting Audley, and whether I go 6 rounds, 8 rounds, 10 rounds, or knock him out in the first round? It's not really going to do me any benefit, because he's been beaten in good fashion before. So I'll just have to basically knock him out in a round to say, I'm the next coming of David Price or Deontay Wilder or David Hay. And if I don't do it in that fashion, then it's like, that's the level he is at. So I don't know what to be honest, I'm just giving you a breakdown, but I couldn't even really tell you what I've got to benefit of it, except for good publicity.
To be honest, the arguments against it made a lot of sense.
Yeah, because I haven't seen the argument. So if I saw other people's opinion, because I haven't had time to think about it, you've just put me on the spot. If I saw other people's opinion, I think then I could gauge where I'm at with my answer. Yeah. And it would be good to hear Audley's opinion on that fight as well. So
I'm going to hunt Audley down when he gets...
Be outside the Big Brother.
Audley! What about AJ? Forget about the Big Brother win. What about AJ?
You think he's going to win it?
To be honest, I hope Audley does win it, to be honest. So I like Audley. I've always had a lot of time for Audley. I like to see him win it.
As I said, for the public, you know, I'm sure boxing fans were giving you the opinion, and 70% don't think it's a good idea.
I'd book it around the majority of the people. There were a lot of people though that did say, you know, could kind of understand where I was going with it. Yeah. But when people do ask about what does it do for your career progression-wise, I tend to agree with what they're saying with that. So
that's it. I honestly couldn't answer. I don't know what it would do for my career progression.
Commercially though, people would tune in to watch it.
Yeah, exactly. But I just don't know where it would take me if I was to beat Audley Harrison.
Like I said, I think it was Eddie that said that with you don't need any gimmicks, and he feels like there's a certain type of circus that follows Audley Harrison with the press and etc. etc. So he doesn't feel that's needed for you. So maybe we don't see that or won't see that. So.
I'm sure you can definitely see the potential in it. That's why you've brought it up.
I'm doing it from an IFL point of view.
Yeah.
I'm a view whore, remember?
Yeah.
I look for hits.
Yeah.
Great fights and then hits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
So it's good though. I understand where you're coming from.
But other than that, you're obviously ticking over, waiting for September 13th.
Yeah, it's next week. It's come quick, you know. Fight's a fight. Where they come back to back, around like 2 weeks before the fight, 3 weeks before the fight, it's like, I ain't fought in ages, and boom, it's like it's a week away. And look forward to it. I look forward to competing. Really, like being around Klitschko, obviously I wasn't there, I'm not the top guy in that camp, but I got to sit back and really observe and ask Klitschko some questions when I got a chance to and speak to him. And man, like, I learned some good stuff that I'm trying to put into work in the gym here, you know.
What was it like out there? Was you kind of like, oh my God, I'm in there with Klitschko, or were you just like, Klitschko, and what? What was your mindset in there?
The balance. I had to keep a balance.
Yeah.
Because if you're in too much awe, then I'm going to get my head punched in.
Yeah.
I think you got to be confident. I had to be confident in myself and my own ability, but not cocky that I'm going to start dropping my hands in front of the champ. But remember, he's the second longest reigning champion to Joe Louis. You know, the man's achieved great things, and you know, I got to respect that, because if I could achieve half of what he's done, it would be amazing for boxing. And he's sparred a lot of fighters, up and coming fighters as well. So you hear stories about how they got on with the champ. There was some up and coming fighters out there as well that I could potentially have wars with in the future.
Who was out there?
Malik Scott, Dillian Whyte, Kevin Johnson. I
bet that was a funny camp, though, wasn't it?
Oh man, it was unbelievable.
Kevin Johnson's hilarious.
Emmanuel, cruiserweight. You know, he's a God-fearing man, Christian. So when the guys are there talking about women or boxing or life experiences, he's there to say, "Come on, guys, man, stop that talk and keep us on track." So it was a great experience, because there was people from different walks of life that I've been around. Tommy Hearns, Aaron Pryor's son was there. Like, it was just unbelievable. Boxing knowledge in that camp was 100%.
Yeah. We obviously know that Dillian Whyte should make his return to the ring soon, so
yeah,
he'll be back in the mix of all your heavyweights. Be interesting to see what he's got now.
Definitely, man. I think all the heavyweights, the majority of heavyweights should be running scared, because the guy's he's a good fighter, strong, knows what he's doing. And what I got to say is that we had a good chat out there, and you got to respect. I got to give him respect, because for all that he's been through, he's kept his hunger and his discipline, you know. And not many people would. A lot of people don't really have a heart, so they could go through the lows of life and stay there. And it takes a real man to pick himself back up and want to get back to where he was. And he wants to climb back in the ring and resurrect his career. So I wish him all the best. Possible future matchup in the years to come? Yeah.
Because currently he stands at 1-0 over you, am I correct in saying that?
Nah, in what way?
As in he was beating you before in the amateurs?
Listen, I don't really care about that. Honestly, man, like, come on, man, I was like 18 years old. Like, I'm a beast now, you know. I don't want to start blowing my own trumpet, but don't regard me as a fighter I was 7, 8 years ago. Because if you're dumb and knock your fucking head off. That's what I can really say on the situation. So I don't really count that as a loss. I count that as a great experience that built me into the man I am now.
Okay, that's fair enough. All right, well, listen.
I just want to say as well,
yeah,
dying for Hernando's. So if you want to join me, you're more than welcome.
Oh.
Number 2, big respect to everyone that's practiced at AJ Cap, because they're back on the site now. I've had there was a lot of demand, and I spent hours signing up all my cards, and it's just basically saying thanks to everyone who's supporting. It's kind of like when you come to the fights, if you're supporting AJ, you know, just like when you go to the football, you can get your shirts of your favourite player. It's kind of reflecting in that, and what I do is give cards back and sign them, show appreciation, and there's going to be a competition as well coming up shortly as well. And look on my website, I'd say next week, because I've got a little video footage of the Wembley fight, and then after the September 13th fight, I've got another video footage of training camp in the Klitschko's, coming back here to train, and I'm going to start trying to get out video diaries on a monthly basis, and that will all be on www.ajboxing.com. Okay,
we'll look forward to that. 2 quick things. First of all, your profile picture on Twitter is amazing. With you with the red cap, the white background. Who took that picture? I just wondered.
Cougan Cassius.
Great shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like the 50th shot. It looks like we caught it in one, but Cougan, let me get that angle. You know, everyone knows how it is now with Instagram and that. I know people with them good pictures with all their filters and all that nonsense. It's not a one-off.
No, it isn't.
It's never a one-off.
It is a 50 take.
It's a 50 take shot.
It's a 50 take shot.
But everyone loves perfection. And that's what boxing is about. Learning, building, giving it your best. It's quite interesting with boxing, because I was thinking about this the other day. With football, you got leagues and you got levels, and you find your level. I'm not a football fan, and I've never understood like championships. I couldn't even tell you the leagues there are, but I'll break it down in basic knowledge from me. League 1, League 2, League 3. And in League 1, you can become the best of League 1. In League 2, you can become the best of League 2, and so on. But in boxing, there ain't no League 1, League 2, League 3. There's either you're the best or you ain't cut out for the sport. And it makes it tough, but that's why boxers are searching for perfection. You got cocky boxers because you got to believe it yourself more than anyone. You've really got to believe that you are the best. And I was just sitting back thinking, yeah, it's such a tough sport because you can never find your level. You've just got to be the best. And that's all there is to it. And even when I was out with Klitschko, he was saying that people say he's on steroids and people disrespect him. They don't understand how much sacrifice and the losses he's taken and bounced back to become the champion today. And I was just thinking, man, this is going to be some long old road, some long tough road, but I'm on it and I ain't turning back. So it's going to be a good journey, and I hope everyone stays tuned in and keeps on supporting.
You're right in what you're saying with the comparison with football. I'm a massive football fan, and in the Premier League, you win the league, you're champion. Yeah. That's it. There isn't another champions like trophy for who comes second, third, or fourth. That's it. So you win the league, you are champion. In boxing terms, there's 4 recognised world titles, and with the addition of all these regular titles, interim titles, and all this, it's very confusing to point out. Unless you could argue that Floyd Mayweather, pound for pound, is the king of, as in regards to a pound for pound rating, but in every division, it's like, you know.
It's interesting. I just find it really interesting to find your level in boxing, as I said. Because we, as a heavyweight, who do you look at? Ali, Tyson, Larry Holmes. These are the guys that I have to compare myself and achieve things just like they did in order to be respected.
So you wouldn't necessarily compare yourself to the current division?
Yeah. But I'm saying like Klitschko, everyone thinks of, since Tyson, so on, since that guy, so on. And in football, it's like, if you support, I don't want to disrespect anyone's team, but if you support a lower league team, you support that team through and through, whether they take a loss, whether they take a draw, whether they win, you support them through and through. And all you want to do is see them climb to the top. With boxing, there's a lot of hype, there's a lot of this. And as I said, if you don't achieve what the peers before you done, you ain't cut out for the sport. You're known as a bum. You're known as this.
Quickly forgotten about.
You got
when you're winning, it's like, yo, AJ, man, what's happening, man? You get a couple of defeats under your belt, be like,
hey, you remember me? I'm that guy that you shot. You know what I mean? That's life, innit? But I clearly understand what I'm in for. I just want to make it clear that try and support your fighters, man, because this is a tough old sport, and we need as much support as you can. And you know, like the depression rate in sports, especially in football and so on, it happens. So, you know, with social media and stuff, people can voice their opinions. So try not to give people stick. Try to support each other, because I'm sure why people tweet at a lot of these so-called celebrities and they don't get tweeted back is because they don't want to see the majority of negative people are saying. So if you show them a lot more support, there'll be a lot more interaction with a lot of people that they have an interest for what they're doing in life. A bit of AJ wisdom for the day.
Love a bit of AJ wisdom.
Let's go and get some Nando's.
All right, this is Cougan Cassius for IFL TV with Anthony Joshua. Follow him at Anthony F. Joshua
on Twitter.
I
won't go through all my social sites.
Why?
But
you should get on Sports Lobster.
Yeah?
I've just joined.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's good though. I've heard good things about it. I know Groves is on it, Agogo's on it. No, you're on it.
Ronaldo's on it, yeah. You're in good company. Cassius, Ronaldo, Groves, Agogo. That's all you need.
That's all we need.
All right.
Lovely stuff. Good speaking to you.
We'll
brother.
catch up with you soon. Thank you
Sweet.
very much.
Thank you.